Hello, not any good at games. Or not good at any games. Transpositional errored your names. Pop out this chat so I can actually read it. Ooh, alright. Well, here we are. Hi, For Birth. Need to lower this music volume a little bit. A little loud for me. Alright, so I got my chat set up. Game's running. Looks like it's on the stream correctly. All the stuff dudes actually play. Let's change my accessories here. Nah, default Andy. What's a good sleeve for Yummy? None of these are particularly cute or food themed. Whatever. Orcus has a Link one. It's good enough for me. Like the Labyrinth music. Football. We're gonna go Pearly, just because Pearly's very close to Yummy in vibes. What's with the deck name? Spummy? It's Spiral plus Yummy. What else? What? Uh, eh. Three main cards. So the obviously main card is Cups Yummy Way, followed by middle is going to be Master Plan, as always. Right hand side's going to be. There's not like another engine or anything, so let's go with the Baoku, because Synchro, main deck, Link, makes sense. And card case. I don't know. We're a Link Row deck here. How is Spiral doing this meta? I mean, you know, look, at the end of the day, I don't think it's better to be playing Spiral than, like, Mitsurugi Yummy or whatever. So here's the deck. It's Spiral plus Yummy. It's Spummy. What do you want from me, Forbirth? Explain what is Yummy. Yummy is a new archetype. Just came out. Very strong. It has a bunch of inherent synergy with Spiral. So the basic idea is that most of the Yummy guys in the main deck have this condition where if you control a Link 1 monster or a Synchro 2, you can special summon from hand, kind of like sprites. I did a video on this, but I can kind of go back over it again for all the people just checking in for the stream. And obviously, Spiral is really good at doing Link 1s. We always run Link Rebo, always have, so we can easily enable that extension. But the main thing is that their synchros, especially Cups of Yummy Way, their starter, more or less, can synchro using level 1 and a Link 1, which Spiral can do. Quick Fix on its own can go into a Link Rebo, use the big ray that you search off the Quick Fix to summon back Quick Fix, and then go into a Cupsy combo, Cupsy Yummy Way combo. And Yummy is also very good at making Herald of Arclight, which, as you might know from the Mitsurugi variant I did recently, can search Illusion of Chaos once you link it off, and that gets you to a Spiral combo. So there's a bunch of inherent synergy. Okay, well, I don't. That seems like a bot, but whatever. Whoever soul underscore me one is. We're just gonna go ahead and delete that just in case. I don't know, but I think that's a... How viable is this deck? I mean, the thing that this deck is doing is we are playing what is arguably the best archetype in the game in Yummy, right? So this is inherently going to be a competent deck just because we are playing a competent strategy, and the things that we're playing with it enhance it. At the end of the day, though, you are still playing Spiral, so like with any Spiral deck, you can draw your Master Plans, you can draw your Sleeper, you can draw your Super Agent and your missions and do nothing, right? And Yummy isn't without its own do-nothing cards. For instance, a Croaky and Mignon don't really do anything on their own, but you kind of need them for the Yummy engine to have any oomph. And I'm playing 2 surprises. You could cut down to 1 surprise. I just want to like encounter the thing where I double Spiral Resort thanks to the Yummy Surprise doing the bounce effect. So like I'm playing an extra one just that might come up more often. It's probably right to play only one, but I'm not. I don't think this is the ideal version of the deck. For instance, I think you might just want to play more names because like you're playing so much other stuff that you kind of just want to draw a random name here and there as an extender sometimes. Otherwise, I'm not sure. And the other thing I wanted to do was like throw in a cross out and maybe. I'm not sure if people are playing Perulia. Perulia seems like it's pretty good against Yummy because like the main line of the deck is you go into Cupsy Yummy Way and then you add 2 and then you special summon those 2 from hand. So it seems like Perulia is pretty good at like tamping down on the Yummy plays. We don't have Barricade Blocker. Yeah, we have Nightmare Goblin, which is why I'm playing Phoenix in case you have to like in case you open like Souls plus Rescue Mission or something, you still need to like summon Master Plan and then discard a mission to kind of do anything. So you still need the extra Nightmare Phoenix to go into a Bawaku because you have to link this guy up for Selene, right? So you have to play like one more Fiend monster for a Bawaku to be consistent. So that's why I'm kind of I'm forced to play Nightmare Phoenix just for those weird hands. Yummy's another food archetype. Yeah. Oh, the funny thing about Yummy is I don't think they're technically they're food themed toys that are inside of a claw game. And the claw game monster, the guy who represents the claw game is Snatchy, and I think there's like a continuous spell. Yeah, this card. This is the game. This is the claw machine game, right? Here's all the Yummy toys, and here's like a kid playing the game. That is what this archetype is. It's a claw game. It's a franchise claw game, right? And so like there's different editions of Cupsy. For instance, here's the main Cupsy Yummy, and here's all the different variations. And here's the main Marshmallow, and here's all the different variations, including the one that has a marshmallow for a diaper, which is disturbing, and the one that's a s'more, which is a different kind of disturbing. The worst thing about this archetype is saying their names. I don't actually think they're very. I think the cute aspect of them is like adorable and funny. I don't mind like their design, but like saying Cupsy Yummy and then the Seeker's name being Cupsy Yummy Way, I hate that. I truly hate that. So like my fear is like this might be a draw heavy more format because Mitsurugi Yummy is going to be very like common, and also like Yummy if you open Cupsy or whatever is going to play right into draw because you can't then Cupsy Yummy Way. So like I'm afraid this might be like a draw heavy format. So what I'm tempted to do is like run a cross out, run a couple of draws, run a couple of Perulias as like my non-engine. The only downside of this is like I prefer spell based non-engine to monster based non-engine, so like it's a little funky because for Selene purposes and whatnot. Good to see you too, Cordelo69. Yeah, it's a gotcha game with claws. Uh, what about where Arfthal? Arfthal's like reasonable. Because like if, with any level 1, you could then Arfthal for like a Cupsy, and then go into a Link Kribo, and then special summon like another Yummy name, or special summon a Souls. Like where Arfthal's pretty reasonable as an extender, so maybe I'll try it out. It can't hurt too bad to like just play a couple where Arfthal's and maybe trim these guys down to 2 apiece, so you can wear Arfthal for them. Maybe this is worth a shot. I'm not sure. And honestly, like in this format, I think the only thing that's going to win you the game is like overwhelming power. So maybe like all these Maxi and Maxi Light hand traps are the way to go. I don't know. Anyhow, that's enough talking. We can go ahead and say this is just a test run of the deck. Obviously, I can change it around, and I'm in gold because I haven't been playing that much. So like, it's not like I'm against the toughest competition this first stream. But my biggest worry is that playing once you've set up your board, the Cupsy cards to use them on your opponent's turn take a lot of like clicks. It's a lot of actions to execute. So my fear is the Spiral combo into the Yummy combo into your opponent's turn and then have to activate the Yummy cards takes a lot of time. So I might be like under time duress a lot of the time going first. That's my only real worry of the deck. I think the deck's going to be good. It's going to be very good for a Spiral deck because the Yummy cards naturally synergize with the Spiral cards so well. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I think this is probably the best Spiral variant we've ever had. Oh, I drew the thing! I drew the combo! Seat. So if like they negate my Spiral Resort, I can chain Yummy Surprise to get it back. do double wear off thou. Maybe I want to only like 1 or 2 wear off thous just because like multiples of this card is not multiple true starters, right? Whereas this card plus any other starter is a true starter. Okay, my opponent has max-seed me on their turn. Excellent, excellent. Is this like a yummy combo too? They go into Link 1, now they go special summon a Cupsy. Nope. Okay, alright, so that doesn't do anything. But they can banish this, right? You can banish this card, add 1 Morganite card from your deck. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't think that could matter. I don't think any of the Morganite cards are going to affect me too much. Like, this is the one that actually would let them, like, normal summon. There's, like, one that lets them normal summon Floodgates or whatever, which would suck. Okay. Yeah, so, like, this is, like, a dumb stun deck or whatever. I don't know. I also drew the card. Cool. So, like, this hand's obviously insane. If my opponent max-seed me, I'd be good, but, yeah. This hand's obviously incredible. So, like, I can just kind of do whatever I want, but it's everything. I have so many extenders. Now it's just like a wear off that for Magician Souls. And like I'm not even afraid because the yummy surprise actually can get it back from the graveyard too. So if like they destroy it, you can still recoup it. It's really nice. I don't really need to do anything but kill them. They're a bad deck in gold. Sick. Okay, yeah, none of this really matters. I can just do yummy stuff, I guess. I shouldn't have summoned him here because he's blocking my zone. That's very silly of me. I guess it doesn't really matter because I can just go like Cupsy anyway here. Okay, Cookie and Marshmallow. Discard this useful loss. Honestly, I don't even know really what I'm doing. This is just a waste of time. Let's just kill them with spiral stuff. I'm being stupid. Yeah, only the smartest players in gold. True, very true. I just need to kill this guy. I have so much extension with the yummy cards too. Like, so if they nib me, I'm fine. Was it Starham? Yeah, the core combo revolves around Starham instead of Martial Metal Marsher. Starham's not even an uncommon thing to see in some yummy, like pure yummy variants, but they tend to go with Martial Metal Marcher because you don't have to discard for it. But we're Spiral, we want the discard, and it lets me like dodge the yummy, snatchy Link 2 lock. Oh yeah, they're just pure triple extra stun. Cool. None of this really matters. I'm just dicking around at this point. They're very dead a million different ways. Just need to link up and kill them. Probably has Spirit. And I guess I could set up a Herald to negate that. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I've got 3 spells. Yeah, I did wear off now. We're just gonna go ahead and right into Axis Go Talker plus Sleeper plus a Herald for negating any one last dumb card in their hand. Oh, I messed up. I need to have a Yummy on the field for that. Oh well. I don't think it really matters. We're just gonna Yummy Surprise, I guess. Come back, Cupsy. I've messed up. I banished the quick fix, which would have allowed me to make the Herald, but again, not super relevant. We're just going to make our negate, summon our Sleeper, and kill him. Now, if they have a Spirit, we can negate with Herald. Yeah, okay, no Spirit. We're good. I made that take way too long, and I even messed up a little bit for silly reasons. But yeah, don't make Starham with a quick fix who revived from graveyard, because then you can't bring back the quick fix to make Herald. That's a lesson learned from a bad game. Yeah, we're just getting out of gold at this point, obviously, so... U-Bell stunned for some weird reason. Honestly, they were playing like the Dark Barrier statue, which is like one of the few ones I can actually play against sometimes. Because I can like summon Link Rebo and then summon Little Knight. Oh, this is combo in 3 hand traps. I don't know if they Ash Blossom my Preparation of Rites. No Droll or Ash Blossom so far. The funny thing is I can normal summon this Droll and go into Yummy combo. Not necessary, obviously, because it doesn't look like I have anything, but... Sure, and that's another extender. Cool. Now we just go... They don't have an Ash Blossom, so actually I'm just going to summon this with Nightmare Phoenix. If they had an Ash Blossom, they would use it by now, so I could just blithely throw away my master plan here. Alright, so now I need to play quickly, because the combo is pretty intensive. So I need to like resolve as many effects as possible. We can go ahead and turn this prompt off, too. Now we've got 3 spells in rotation, so we can go Master Plan here. And I haven't used my normal summon yet, so I can still normal summon Quick Fix and 1-for-1 for like a Cupsy or whatever. It's like if they nibbed me now, it'd also be good. I've never actually done just a Soul's Revival combo, but I can't imagine it's hard to execute. You just gotta get 2 Quick Fix in rotation and then make Cupsy anyway. Don't have to make a rank 1 Xyz or anything, so... yeah, you could draw Break the Seal. And now we can do Yummy combo. And because I've already got Mignon in my hand, I can get Cookie. I don't have to get Marshmallow. We can discard this rescue mission. I'm gonna go ahead and get Surprise, obviously. I need to make... I need to clear some zones, I think, but shouldn't matter. We just go... I use Link Rebo on this quick fix, I guess. Doesn't really matter. I don't have a rank 1 Xyz, so... I think what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, is... I should have made Allied Code Talker using some other cards, I guess, but it doesn't super matter right now. I want to make a Lollipo, but I don't have enough zones if I do that. I need to make... I should have made Snatchy, too. I forgot to make Snatchy. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, because I've messed up slightly, but it's not a big deal, is we're going to go into... I need to keep the double helix on the field, so what we're going to do is we're going to do... You, clear some zones. Then we're going to quick fix. Then I can get another rescue mission in Graveyard. Oh, I know what I can do. I can just make... I need to do this anyhow. So Mignon. Make Snatchy. Do not use the effect. Mignon effect. Spin back Cookie. Doesn't really matter. Then I can make Lollipo, and that'll give me enough material to do everything else I want. Okay, we're good. I probably never even needed to make Lollipo with this combo. But I did do this inefficiently. That's worth noting. Okay, so now we can make Herald. Alright, so I've got my Herald, I've got my Yummy, now I just need to Link climb up into, a Bawaku. We've got everything. I got there, I just played it poorly, and blah blah blah. So now what I need to do is... I also don't have a lot of zones here. So I just need to use my rescue mission on my double helix, which is fine. What I can do, actually, is summon Quick Fix real quick, discarding Fua Loss. Make a Bawaku. I could have just made a Bawaku with Carol too and revived Carol, but it's not a big deal either way, because I'm gonna use Link Kribo on my opponent's turn to turn Quick Fix. This just saves me. I'm just trying to save my rescue mission in graveyard, basically. Is all I was doing. But now I can use Link Kribo on Quick Fix and get my Ally Totaker effect. We're good. Yeah. So even with messing up and having to stop and think, I've got 60 seconds, which is pretty much enough to do even the yummy effects, I think. I should have to, like, fire off my effects as soon as they seem reasonable. You don't have space for the rank 1 XZs? Oh, very much no. Yeah, we'll just negate that, so I have zones for my, yummies. I should have waited for them to activate that. Whoops. Well. Alright, it didn't matter. Yeah, that's not one of those field spells that immediately activates on playing it. I needed to wait for them to actually activate it, then negate it, but whatever. But yeah, there's definitely no space for a rank 1. It's like the last card, the 15th card in the extra deck, like, everything's pretty much essential, except for technically Access Code and technically Little Knight. Those are like the last two cards out of the deck, but those are like your best two going second cards. Yeah. Still don't know how to use the Yummy Disruptions? Yeah, I'm hoping to show that off, but like, you can watch any Yummy stream in space for the same thing, so I can explain it here before, because I'm not going to have time to do it when I'm playing the game. So basically, you have Yummy Surprise Set. Alright, that's the general idea, is you have a Yummy Surprise Set. And Yummy Surprise has two effects that are relevant on your opponent's turn. Spummy sounds disgusting, bro. What even? It's Spiral Yummy! Hold on. Spy Yummy? Is that better for you? No, I like Spummy more. Oops, sorry. Gotta adjust something. Alright, there we go. Okay, so the way the Yummy cards work is all of the Synchro 2s have this effect that when your opponent activates an effect, you can put this guy back into the extra deck and special summon 2 Yummies from graveyard. That's almost always your Snatchy and one of your level 1s. And your level 1s all get better effects when they're summoned like that. For instance, Cupsy, when you normal summon it or special summon it with its own effect, typically, is just an add 1. But if you summon it with a Synchro monster, you get a draw card. That's probably the least different change, but like if you're a hand trap heavy deck, you could imagine drawing an extra card being good. Cookie is kind of the important one. Normally it only reduces a monster's attack when it's special summoned, but if it's summoned with a Synchro, it becomes a pop. So you can imagine any level 2 Synchro, when it does this little tag effect, can summon Cookie and destroy a card your opponent controls. I made my deck Spiral Yummy. That's just two names stuck together. So yeah, you can imagine any Synchro monster gets you a pop-off Cookie, or a banish from the graveyard off Lollipop. Those are like the two relevant ones. Snatchy, when summoned, can put a field spell on the field. Now, for when you're going first, that's usually Mignon, but we don't do that. This is like your extender. But there's another field spell, a Croaky, that if a face-up monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon money. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry. It's the first effect. Yeah. If you Synchro summon a light beast monster, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. So you summon Snatchy, and then you place this field spell when it's summoned. Then Snatchy has its other effect, which is you can quick Synchro on your opponent's turn. So you turn Snatchy and maybe that Cookie you've got into another Synchro. This will trigger a Croaky to pop your opponent's cards. Then you can tag out that Synchro back into another Yummy and another Snatchy, and then you can quick Synchro again, because these are not. This is a soft once per turn. Or it's actually a soft once per chain, mind you. And then finally, you can go into Cookie Yummy Way, who has an effect when it is Synchro summoned to double Book of Moon. So functionally, one Yummy on the board, and then Snatchy plus a couple of guys in graveyard equals 1 pop, 1 draw, 1 pop, and a double Book of Moon. And kind of technically, you can go and your last interaction could be surprise, because you can tag out Cookie one more time for surprise, which lets you bounce 2 of your own yummy monsters and then bounce 2 cards your opponent controls to the hand. So this is a double bounce. The more important thing about Yummy Surprise is if your opponent finds a way to like deal with your Cup C Yummy Way or your whatever Synchro 2 you've got on the board, is you can then use the other effect of surprise to summon the Synchro 2 back to the field and then get all those other effects I was talking about. It's kind of insulation for if they find a way to out your Synchro monster. But if they don't do that and they're still pushing through your effects, you can get that double bounce again. So, that's like the Yummy interaction. And that's all represented by surprise plus any Synchro 2 and these guys being in your graveyard, obviously, but they kind of have to be in your graveyard for you to do the Yummy plays typically. The weakness of Yummy is that, you know, all of their guys are pretty weak, right? You know, you end up on Herald and maybe a Snatchy and a Synchro 2 and Surprise. All these cards have low stats. You can kind of beat over them with pretty typical monsters. And all of these Synchro 2 effects do require your opponent to activate a card before they do anything, and they're slow. For instance, if your opponent like normal summons a Snake Eye Ash, then they use this effect. You can then chain to that effect with your guy, but then they're still going to get their Poplar in hand. You don't like negate their guy, right? And you can't both negate their guy with Herald and then get your Synchro 2 tag out effect. You have to chain it directly to their effect, right? So your opponent's always going to resolve an effect before you get to use these tag out effects. Whew! Let me get a sip of water. Whew. That's the basic idea. That's what the Yummy does as its own pure interaction. Then you got the spiral interactions, which is, you know, Sleeper and a Baoku who can revive the Herald and Ally Kotaker. And if your hand's good enough, you can maybe end up on a Little Knight too, but I wouldn't typically. Like, technically your best inboard's like a Little Knight and then a Rescue Mission with a Helix in the graveyard, or even a Quick Fix that you can tag out from Link Rebo. Because you could Little Knight something, then bring back a Link monster that you can send with Ally Kotaker, and then you could do your Yummy stuff, but there you go. Why does Spummy sound disgusting? It's a completely new word. It's just Spiral and Yummy put together. It's kind of it's maybe good that I like started off in gold this season because I haven't been playing recently. I was just kind of waiting on the Yummy stuff and trying to crystallize the combos. This is a perfectly good hand. So normal summon Quick Fix. Does my opponent have an interaction? No. Okay. I'm gonna special summon Soul. So a fun thing that you can do, and this is a combo I showed in my video. I'm gonna do it here. You don't have to, but I am going to do it here. As you can immediately go into Yummy combo while holding your Spiral Big Red in hand. So if I got a Cookie so I can get Marshmallow and Cookie, or so I've got a Cup C so I can get Marshmallow and Cookie. Whoop. Whoop. And I don't really need another body back. I'm just going to discard Foolus, I guess. Doesn't really matter. So you need to summon Marshmallow to get the field spell. And I have to do it before I summon any spirals, obviously. You need to summon Cookie, or Cup C to get the surprise. Then with this combo, you want to go double Link Kribo because you need the Snatchy pointing down. So we're going to Link Kribo here. Go ahead and turn that off so I'm not wasting time clicking through. Then you go Lollipo. Send back 2 guys, Marshmallow and Cupsy. And when you're doing this combo, do not trigger your Marshmallow here, because it's negated. But once you go into Starham, you're good. And in this scenario specifically, I'm just going to discard Cookie. I don't need Cookie as an extender or a body here. And Super Agent's already going to be an extender, so... You just discard this guy because he's just in there to be in the graveyard. And then want to summon back Marshmallow, and now you can trigger your Marshmallow effect. Hello, Yusuf. And then this gets you your Mignon. And now you can make Herald. And importantly, when you're doing it this combo specifically this way, is you want to put Herald on the far right-hand side, so you're not blocking your double Helix. Then you go into Snatchy, who gives you a down arrow. You don't want to trigger Snatchy, obviously, because you've already searched Mignon. But now that you have a Link 1 on the field, you can then revive one more guy. Cookie, I guess, doesn't really matter. And now that you have an Omni Negate on the field, you can then Big Red your Master Plan safely with an Omni Negate. Ta-da! Yes, this is a combo of my own design. It kind of flabbergasted some of the TCG Spiral players who do play Spiral Yum because of Quick Fix in there, but because they don't have Nightmare Goblin. But yeah, I have Nightmare Goblin, so why wouldn't I build around having it? I miss Barricade Blocker. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could include him, but even if I had like 5 more spaces, I probably still wouldn't play Barricade Blocker in this build. I just have so many other options I would like to have that I don't currently. I also like Starham because he's kind of like an extra body if you need it and you got cards in hand. You can revive him from the graveyard. It's costly, but yeah, you can 100% have a fucking Fool loss. Super Poly's kind of scary if they're running that, but there's one on top of their deck, so that means it's not in their deck. Maybe there's one in their hand too, but we'll see. And it's clear my opponent doesn't have a nib anymore, so like... I can actually just link off this Herald if I want. Get one more card in hand, why not, right? It's just extension, baby. So back into their master plan. Go ahead and discard a rescue with Quick Fix. Obviously, your opponent was threatening Nib. You would do it the safer way, but my opponent cleared this to have Nib, so I'm not doing it the safer way. It's yeah, Baoku lets you do some silly things. Normally, I would also use a Quick Fix here to discard this other rescue mission. But I don't need to because I have the Super Agent hand I'm just going to use as a body. Now, this is how I'm playing this hand because I have these cards, but normally I wouldn't. And the reason for that is, like, I now just get an extra rescue mission in rotation. Now I can set this, surprise! I can summon Sleeper. Now I've got another rescue to discard, which is cool. I've used up all my master plans. And I've got a rescue in Graveyard for Super Agent to pop their back row if that's somehow relevant. Probably not going to be relevant, but you know. And I want all my yummies in Graveyard. We can go ahead and put Drone back. I'll just turn my prompts back on when I'm on their turn. I've got 100. That is the full combo, by the way. That's the full true combo, and I've got 160 seconds left. So if you're not messing around or like not familiar with, once you get familiar with the combo, it's not a slow combo, right? I have so much time. They're gonna fool us, which is gonna mess with my. Yeah, we can negate that, sure. This just clears up before my yummy interactions too. That's very funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cups the yummy way to get my cookie and pop that. This is like a perfect situation for cookie because like they haven't activated the spell yet, and it's a -1 for them. So you and you. So here's that first interaction I was talking about, which is summoning cookie. Oh, this only destroys monster, right? Oh, that doesn't really do anything. Well, it's good. Okay, I just summon cookie later. It's not really a big deal. I'll summon a croaky. And now, if you secretly... Okay, now we can do this. I've already used Cupsy, so I have to summon Cookie to get my other Cookie effect. I'm just not going to use its Book of Moon. I can use its Book of Moon later. So I can now use a Croaky and pop that. There we go. And we're not going to use the Cookie effect. There we go. -1 card for them. And now I can tag out again. I'm going to wait from this. This just doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. I'm actually just going to Herald. No, we're just going to Sleeper. Like, they've got 3 cards left in hand. I've got so many. I've got 2 Omni Negates. I'm just going to use those. I'll save my yummy effects for later. Yeah, see, now I can just do this. The fun thing about this whole Herald Abawaku interaction is, like, Abawaku does cost you a card to use its effect, but Herald always gets you an extra card because you just go search an Illusion of Chaos that's already in your deck that you can then discard for Abawaku, so, like, the discard thing doesn't even matter. It just does not matter. And Abawaku's, like, safe for next turn. She's always coming back, right? That's a big body that does a lot of stuff on the field. Obviously, I should have discarded Rescue Mission. It's more valuable to have done that. Yep. That is an Exodia arm. They could technically pop my, they could actually attack over my guy. Oh, is it, Typhon? Sure, dude. Yeah, I don't care. You gonna attack over my Herald? Okay. Okay, you can attack over this guy who have already used its effect. Yep. None of my guys are over 3,000 attack, so Typhon doesn't affect me. That's another nice thing. Whoop. Yep. Aha, I get to draw a billion cards. And pick my favorites. You can go back to the deck. 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 Yeah, now I've got an Ash Blossom and a Call by the Grave in my hand. Woo! Ta-da! And now we can like shuffle back Mignon too now, which is cool. So you can poke out your Snatchy and your Lollipo. I mean, honestly, I should need to kill this guy, right? I got 5600 attack. We can go ahead and set this. Special summon Cupsy. Cupsy can go get me another guy. Who's got the highest attack? Cookie? Yeah. Get in here, Cookie. Not gonna be snatchy. And Snatchy can go get me Mignon, which is back in my deck. Special summon Cookie. And we go to attack mode. Kind of just like the easiest way to kill someone. You saw all this, you have all this yummy stuff that just gets you a lot of attacks without having to link summon too much. If I return to Master Duel and just play Spiral and Endymion, will I be crushed by the meta? Well, at the end of the day, Spiral and Endymion are very powerful going first decks, which will probably win plenty of games going first. Right? Like, you're not going to get crushed. The hand traps the hand trap game hasn't changed very much. It's just like which hand traps are people playing. If you're used to Fuelos and Perulia and all that jazz, it's not that different. And if you go first, you'll probably win. It's just that simple. You know, like an actual example of a yummy deck. Excuse me, got a hiccup there. An actual example of a yummy deck isn't going to like be super high on overpowered nonsense that you can't possibly beat. It's not like Tier Elements, right? They don't play on your turn. Dracotail kind of does that, but they don't do it nearly as powerfully, right? If you go first and you do your combo, you're going to win, and if you have the right cards going second, you can still win, right? The game is largely revolves around, is your going first combo good enough, and do you resolve a Mulch Army or a Maxi on your opponent's turn that's relevant? And that hasn't changed for anyone. And if you're playing Spiral Yummy, you'll probably be just fine, because you're still playing Yummy cards. They're still really good. Oh, all my non-engine paying off here. I've got combos, so I should maybe max C in standby, but I don't know. Well, you gotta max C this guy because he can special summon. And have the Ash Blossom or the Call By. I don't know what this deck does. This is like a new deck. Okay, well there it is. I assume I'm losing this game. I drew 3 hand traps, but they have the counter to 1, and these probably don't do enough against this deck. I'm not sure. I'm going to draw them after if they add it, but they're probably going to special summon. Otherwise, you know, it wouldn't have mattered for them to Ash Blossom that. I mean, I think the draw is going to happen like after they've already added a bunch, right? They're going to like... Well, no, this guy just adds when he summons. But if like this guy summons on Fusion, and that Fusion... So he adds on Fusion, and if the Fusion adds, then they're going to get 2 searches before I can even draw. Mini decks are on 1 surprise, you're on 2. I'm not saying running 2 is correct, by the way. I mentioned this at the start of the stream. I'm running 2 because I think it's funny that I can use Spiral or Spiral Resort twice if I open Surprise, and I just want to do that more often. I don't think it's the correct way to build it. When your opponent activates a card effect on the field, you have 3 or more blah blah blah. You can negate that activation if you destroy that card. This is a negate and destroy. So I'm going to let them add so I can draw here. Then maybe I can Ash Blossom their next play, and they can't add anything as extension? I don't know. I'm relying on draw here because I want to have... If this stops them, I want to have Ash Blossom for my turn for like a maxi. That's a quick play spell, though. So if this adds a card... Well, no, this is a fusion summon. Alright. I am playing a decent amount of non-engine in this version of the deck. So if you check my deck, like I'm playing more than usual. 2 Droll, 2 Maxi, 2 of each full Mulch Army, 3 Ash Blossoms, Talents. Like this is more non-engine than I usually play. So I'm better going second than I ever have been. And I could be playing more because I am like I said, I am playing I'm playing extra cookies and lollipops, which I probably don't have to do, and extra surprise. Like I could shove more non-engines in those slots. So. But yeah, so the interaction, the only reason I'm playing 2 surprises is because I want to do the Spiral Resort trick more often. Actually, I want to draw these 2 cards together sometimes, and I want to then be able to still search surprise and set it on my opponent's turn when I do that. It's not important. It just isn't important. It's not worth worrying about. Oh, they stopped. Sick. Now I've got an Ash Blossom on my turn. Ooh, that's a good one. This guy is a negate and destroy. If you have 3 more different types on your field, oh, he doesn't have those guys on the field, so that doesn't matter. Okay, so if my opponent has an Ash Blossom for this, if they like drew 2 Ash Blossoms. Okay, I've got an Ash Blossom. So they did have a Maxi. This is why I wanted to have Ash Blossom on my turn. Droplet does synergize with the Charmies and the Maxi in the sense that it's a card you want to draw off of them. The downside is we're in a format where there's a lot of Herald of Arclight, and Droplet is really bad into Herald of Arclight, and Mitsurugi like has a trap. Alright, we're going to draw 1 here. Hopefully drawing a monster that I can then 1-for-1 as further extension. Hey, that does it. Okay, sick. So we're going to bring back Master Plan. If my opponent has like a Bestial here, I still have combo. My opponent played a spell? No. So I don't have enough spells to do Selene. Huh. It's annoying, I guess, but whatever. Okay, they don't have any more hand traps, so I win. So my opponent drew Ash Blossom for my Maxi, and then I had Droll, and then I had Ash Blossom for their Maxi, and I won. This is how Master Duel works. I mean, that's a real deck. Like, it's not like a great deck. It's like a tier 2 deck. That's a real deck that I just beat. Going second with non-engine. So yeah, like, it's kind of like a cross-out package, but like, you know, I'm not sure which one I'm seeing more of. I'm not sure which one's technically better in the format. I think Perulia is better into Yummy, maybe? I don't know. They do a lot of both, right? Because, like, to get to Cups of Yummy Way, you still have, that's minimum 2 draws for Fuelos. But typically, to get there, you've gone into Snatchy, and then you have to special summon a guy from hand, which triggers Perulia. Then you do Cups of Yummy Way, which gets you 2 guys in hand, which both trigger Perulia. So, like, I imagine... Well, maybe if you just end on the Synchro 2 and nothing else, then you could, like... And you've already searched Surprise or something? I don't know. I think they're basically just as good as each other. They both kind of stop Yummy from playing. Like, I think that's probably 2 and 2 is probably the correct ratio. That way, like... Well, Call by the Grave doesn't matter if you draw multiples of a Charmy, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure how the meta's working up, and I'm in gold, but then I'm going to be in platinum, and that's not the real meta game, so, like, everything here is just kind of guesses, right? Like, I'm playing 2s of cards I should probably playing 3s of. I should probably cut a Lollipop and include one more cookie. I should probably cut a Perulia and include 1 Foolish. Maybe cut a Surprise and add 1 more non-engine. Maybe cut a Where Art Thou, but, you know, I'm just trying cards out. Speaking of, I don't want to play 3 Where Art Thous. That's a little heavy even for me. So what I want to still go up to 60 though, because I'm a glutton for even deck count. It's like, what's 1 more good card I could play here? Like, go to the staples. It's not even a bad format for Monster Reborn, to be honest, but yeah, Where Thou is fun because it's not once per turn, but if you're drawing two Where Art Thous, that means you're probably overloaded on Where Art Thous. You know, like if these cards are only extenders, they're not starters, so you still have to have another body. So if I'm cutting a Where Art Thou, I should probably cut it for something that does something. So we're gonna throw the third cookie there. What's up, Sophie Carter? Engage in drones? No, I'm not playing the Kagari. I don't have room for Kagari in this build. How's it going? How are you doing so far? I don't think I've lost yet, but I've only played like a few games. I'm in gold though. I shouldn't, even if like I might lose just because like sometimes there are people like me in gold who are playing real decks, but you know, generally speaking, it's going well. The deck is performing how I expected to perform. The combos are good. I did the full long version of the combo and I had 160 seconds left in my opponent's turn, so it was all good there. I don't know if my opponent has an Ash Blossom or anything right now. Like, this is combo. But I've got a Lollipop already in hand, so... So we're just gonna do the quick fix one card combo. Oh, they have Retaliating Sea? Ugh. No? I'm gonna summon Lollipop and use it, because I have this drone in hand. I might be able to summon at some point. So we're gonna Cups Yummy away with that. Looks like they have an Imperm or something. No, they don't. Okay, well, we're gonna get Cupsy and Marshmallow. Oh, I can't summon Marshmallow. That was a mistake. Whoops. Well, so I've used this quick fix. That's kind of like the downside of this. Okay, well, I have made a mistake, but it's not a huge mistake. So I have this quick fix on field I could just use. My opponent did have an interaction for me summoning from the graveyard, though, so I'm kind of confused. It's not really a big deal, because I could just summon Snatchy now, which I was going to do anyhow. And then once I make Lollipop, I can summon Marshmallow. I just didn't think that one through, obviously. They have Ghost Spell. This is Ghost Spell. Okay, they have something, but I mean, I had so much stuff going on here. I had plenty of to do, but would ending AQ engine to the pile be worthwhile? Would you mean taking out the Abawaku engine? Okay, so my question would be for you is, if you're not using Abawaku, why are you playing the Spiral engine? So the entire premise of the deck, obviously, is that you're using Herald off of the Yummy cards to get the Spiral combo, and the Yummy cards off of Spiral to, you know, do that, to like do one card combos and stuff. Oh, Lurkeen. Oh, yeah, you could throw a Lurkeen in here. Yeah, Lurkeen has no, the first card I thought of that had A and Q involved was a Bawaku, because a Lurkeen is obviously not super relevant. But yeah, you could definitely play a Lurkeen if you wanted to. You have to cut a lot of stuff. So I'm not gonna save this or whatever, but like, you know, if you're gonna cut like this kind of chafe here, and you wanted to play the Allure Queens, you could like do those two, that one, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You have to cut 3 more cards, so like you'd have to trim out. You'd probably trim out a surprise without being goofy with that. You probably trim out a cross out. You don't need these draws really if you're not running cross out or something. Like, you could probably run something like this. Or, do the version that lets you steal a card from your opponent, which is this one. I like this one just because I like stealing a card from my opponent. Can you play this new version of the Synchro Link event? It's not a Synchro Link event, is it? It's like Synchro Fusion, but like they're making concessions for Yummy. Fusion Synchro Plus. So if I copy from my deck, Spubby. Like this ain't... And you can't play this shit. They, like, literally, you can... Like, they only allow you to use Snatchy. You can't summon Double Helix. This shit doesn't work. You can't link off Master Plan, because, like, the only fucking link monster is the... Oh, hold on. What's the actual event info? Fusion, including blah, 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 including Fusion Pendulum monsters and Synchro Pendulum monsters. Also, you can use some Xyz monster and some Link monsters that mention human summoning and Synchro summoning. Okay, so it's like Verte. It's like, this is literally just the Yummy event. They just like, hey, man, you can play Snatchy because, like, we said you could. Like, we're playing this event, so you have to cut a Marshmallow, sure. You have to cut these guys, sure. You have to cut all this. And you just can't play Spiral, right? You just can't. You have... I mean... You can kinda link off... I mean, you can kinda. So the thing is, you can't do Quick Fix combo, right? Like, you can't normal summon Quick Fix Link Creebo. There's no, like, Link 1 that you can make with Quick Fix. Is Almirage in here? Is there any Link 1 that you can turn Quick Fix into? There's no Link 1s you can turn Quick Fix into, right? It's just... If there was a Link 1 you could turn Quick Fix into, there's, like, kind of a world that you could make where this works. A kind of, sort of world, but... Without a Link 1 for Quick Fix, I just don't see how you would ever play this. Yeah, it's only links that mention Fusion or Synchro in their text. So it's like, it's just fucking Snatchy, basically. And you only get one Snatchy, too, which is funny. I mean, you'd max out on Yummy names, obviously, just like for special summoning purposes. You got Verte. You can do Dragoon stuff, which is funny. Are Bestials legal? Probably. Don't see why they wouldn't be. They're like they're like a core to a lot of Synchro and Fusion decks. Yeah, all the Bestials are legal. You can play like Yummy Bestial or something, make Barone. Probably a reasonable thing to do, right? Like, so... If I'm building for this format, let's cut all the Spiral stuff, sadly. Obviously, I typically prefer to play Spiral stuff, but I can't. Boo-hoo. If it's going to be a Yummy format, you're going to play all these guys. You might still want these, actually. Yeah, we're playing... You don't need any of this. Okay, it's like, this is like a good baseline here, something like this. They banned Ash Balls? No, okay. I already got Ash Balls in here. Okay, we're good. Okay. So, like, if you want to play like a Bestial version of this deck, go boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You probably play something like that. That's like a Bestial version of this deck. Then you just play like level 8 synchros, so you do need a Link monster for Baron, or not Baron, for Savage, because you only got one Snatchy, you can't equip a Snatchy to it. So like, let's go back to the Link monsters. Maybe you're on a Dragoon package with Verte, that'd be funny. Oh, Fiendsmith. You're just playing Fiendsmith, right? There's no reason you can't play... Well, you can't... There's no Requiem, right? There's no Requiem. And there's no Closed Moon, so you can't play Fiendsmith. That's not true. Because if you like look at level 8 synchro monsters, that would go well with this shit. It's kind of awkward though, right? Because like, let's say you make Snatchy because you're using Yummy cards. You go into Cups the other way. You get 2 guys. You summon 2 guys. You've only got 1 Snatchy, right? So you have to like search Mignon with Snatchy, and then you have to like search a Croaky just to like recycle Mignon. Honestly, you can't even use Mignon effect half the time because you don't have a second Snatchy to go into. I guess you could just play like a generic Link to get these guys in the graveyard, but there are no Link ones, right? There's no... The only Link one is Snatchy, correct? Yeah, there's just nothing. But I mean, the idea is that you'd like then just play some Bystials and Synchro, right? So like, you play some Synchro 8s and a Herald, obviously. It actually might be worth playing Illusion of Chaos and Magician Souls just to get something off Herald. You could play Gamma or whatever, and you could play Savage and these guy. You probably want to play a Baron for your Rebellion. I just like do an Excel line. Yeah, you probably do an Excel into Baron line. Because like all your Yummies are Secret 2s, right? So that just works. Okay, what are the XZs? That matters. XZs. There's 3 XZs left. Oh, I've got other things. Hold on. There's no way that's it. Hold on. Clear out XZ's monsters. It's just a Punk card, a Spriggans card, and a Cyber Dragon Nova only. Not you don't even get the other one obviously because it doesn't say Fusion on it. They just Control F Fusion and Synchro on the XZs and Link monsters and included all of those just so you can include Snatching your dumb fucking combo. So you do have to run 1 more Link monster just to make Savage work. So if you're gonna do that, which Link monster do you want? It's probably just fucking... Well, you can't do Verte because you can't link off Verte again, right? So like, you need a summon. So maybe Cross Sheep. You need to summon a guy that you didn't link off again into something else. But it'd have to be another Link 2 because you're under Snatchy effect in this combo. So like, what's a Link 2 that matters here? You can play Gym Knight. Gym Knight works just fine in this format. Guess you just do Verte. And then Dragoon. Corridor and Colossus legal? Almost certainly, and that makes me sad. Yeah, Corridor. Okay. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, you can do Corridor and Colossus. Do I even... It's like, how... It's like, you have Corridor. How do you banish a monster? I guess it's the Bystials, right? You would assume that you just draw a Bystial that you could then banish something with. And then Corridor after you go into all that jazz. Oh, yeah, you just fucking Omega them. You just Omega their dumbasses because it banishes. I've already put Omega in here, yeah. Level 3 that reviews... Oh, the one that lets you recycle Herald, the Sorrow guy. Yeah, this idiot. I might as well have him in this fucking list. I actually probably don't need this guy, and I probably don't need this guy. So you play this so you can recycle your Herald. It's actually going to be pretty hard to do this combo, though, because you've only got 1 Snatchy. And there's no other Link 1s to, like, do Yummy combos with. Because, like... I guess with Lollipo, what's going to happen is you're going to have to Cups Yummy way, summon a couple guys, then go to Lollipo, but Lollipo is not going to summon, is going to have to summon back Snatchy specifically. Then you're going to have to go into Another, then you can do your Synchro Climb with Martial Metal Marcher, obviously, is actually what you're going to be doing in this version. Not Starham. You'd probably cut Starham for this. I was just used to Starham here. And Martial Metal Marcher will get you up to Herald, and then you would still have bodies to go into Sorrowful Cat. But then would you have a... You wouldn't have a Synchro 2 on the board anymore, though. Well, no, this guy's the tuner, right? So you would use this guy to summon back one of your Synchro 2s. And then we use one of your Synchro 2s as material, and then use this guy for Herald. That's how that would work, okay. Because like, I was thinking this would work how Starhand works. This is not how Starhand works. But this is still super fucking awkward, because you're having to summon back Snatchy. And yeah, you could maybe learn like Cupid and Colossus and Nemesis Corridor. Ugh. This is so lame. This is so fucking lame. You would cross sheep and then you would fucking get a... Oh, hey! You would cross sheep, summon Colossus, and then cross sheep would bring back your Synchro 2. Yeah, that's how you would do it. We don't deserve to live. We don't deserve this world. This is terrible. Okay, I'm just gonna save this for later. Let's get back to actually playing fucking Colossus Turbo. And people are actually running Yummy Colossus Turbo in the regular format, which is so depressing to me, but yeah, because like you're 100% cross-sheeping to get a free summon. I think I'm winning a lot of coin flips. We lost like 2 so far. But I'm in like, you know, gold and platinum, so it doesn't matter too much. Sick. Okay. So I'm gonna have to Marshmallow first because I can't go into Link Creepo and Marshmallow. So I'm gonna Marshmallow first, or they're gonna concede. Sure. Okay. No problem. Yeah. Didn't even get to do what I wanted to do. I was gonna Marshmallow and then go into Souls and Big Red and all that jazz. I'd have an extra level 1 to go into Yummy Way if I needed to, and blah blah blah. Did not matter. My opponent conceded. Interesting. So combo does do it, but if they have an imperm, I want them to imperm my quick fix actually. So I'm not going to lead on Spiral Resort. Perfect. Yeah, I did not. So I don't want them to effect failure my Cups of Yummy Way. So like this is crazy that I'm not protecting my Quick Fix Spiral Resort. That's just how the world works now. And they've triggered my talents. Now I can punish them. Yeah, you can fucking lose Microcoder and then Signet Mining gets you a -1. I just get rid of Salaman Great Circle. That's the only one that actually does anything. Yeah, they are triple extra double fucked here. I could even go ahead and just like get Super Agent here. Illusion of Chaos. Shuffle this up. I'm obviously not gonna use Fuelos, so. I get a free draw here. Perfect. Couldn't draw it up any better. And I still have my Big Red activation, mind you. Like, I'm going to get Quick Fix back later, and I still have Big Red to search. Get Cupsy and Marshmallow. And discard Thirsty Chaos. Yeah. Like, this is a diabolical thing that I did not use Spiral Resort because I wanted them to Valor me. How insane is that? Go ahead and get Surprise. Go ahead and make Snatchy. Do not use Snatchy's effect. Go Lollipo. Oh, I fucked up. I've already used my Magician Souls. Oh well. So I can't summon Master Plan. It's kind of fine. So what I need to do is... Starham, discard Maxi here. Spin back Marshmallow. Marshmallow Thakic Mignon. Then I need to go into Link Krubo. Oh, I should have left Snatchy in my extra deck because then I could do Nightmare Goblin. I could Nightmare Goblin Super Agent and then Quick Fix Revive. Ah, I didn't think about that. That was poor play on my part. I've played poorly, everyone. I'm gonna go into Herald. I can revive this Herald later. I don't have any down arrows. If I should have held my Yummy. If I held my Yummy, this works just fine. So that was a mistake on my part, but we will persevere. So what I need to do now is see if Super Agent hits. Super Agent does not hit, but their card sucks. So do I just end on Herald Little Knight and Surprise? Yeah, that's fine. So I fucked this up, obviously. If I had a Snatchy Yummy, I could like go into Nightmare Goblin. I'm gonna negate their Cynet mining and then start doing other stuff. Yes, this is my bad. I should have used Link Rebo and not Snatchy. I was just doing the other combo, but that's a good thing to know of when I have like that combo like that. I should play it a little differently than I did. Okay, yeah. Mathmech, sure. But it didn't really matter because I was supposed to like, I don't know, because like if they stop my Cups of Yummy Way, I'm still bad. I think I played that right. The concept was played right because I'm not supposed to have Super Agent in my hand if I'm thinking about my combos, obviously. Maybe I'm supposed to lead on Magician Souls, activate Spiral Resort, search Quick, and then take a draw off Quick Fix or something? I don't know. Well, I only did what I did because I had Spiral Resort in hand, right? It's a more complicated deck than I'm giving it credit for. I think that was the right play. It would have been a lot better if I had a Yummy in hand, obviously, because then I could have, like, saved my souls. and just not search Marshmallow, and I'd have plenty of extra material, so it wouldn't have mattered. I actually need to get a bunch of damage on board, so. Gonna make Executalker, and that plus a couple of 1900s this game. Shouldn't even bother searching, but like it's just... I can't deny the value. Yeah, just go Executalker and win. I know their hand is nothing. I did a little bit of flexing on purpose, but like that is how I get to access Gotalker, obviously. So if my hand Spiral Resort Quick Fix Magician Souls, what I should do is normal summon Quick Fix. If they Veiler me, then I summon Souls. Then I go into the Yummy combo via Link Kuriboh. Then I save Snatchy, and then I Spiral Resort Search Super Agent, because later on I can Blind Fire Super Agent. If that misses, I can then Nightmare Goblin, normal summon Super Agent. Quick Fix, go into Double Helix. I can like make Herald and then get an Illusion of Chaos into hand for discards and whatnot. That's a good thing to remember though, because that hand's not gonna be like that hand's gonna come up every now and then. And if my opponent doesn't have an Imperm, they have an Ash Blossom or whatever, it's the same difference, right? Though I'd prefer the Ash Blossom my Spiral Resort, and Ash Blossom is more common. I don't know. Okay, well here's one of the weaknesses of playing Spiral. If I was playing Pure, I could normal summon and then go into Almirage, and then, you know, Magician Souls if you were playing that in Pure or whatever. My hand there was I was going to activate Souls and discard Call by the Grave. I was going to be very desperate there. If I draw a Yummy or something, it works, but yeah. Or a Quick Fix, obviously. Yeah, this is kind of how I'm drawing it up. Ash Bait, Hand Trap, Extender, Extender. Yeah. Alright, so they got a Sky Striker emblem. They got the Trap Tricks otherwise. Just Trap Tricks. There's a little girl enjoyer over here. Yep, just Trap Tricks. This is going to get them to Sarah. I mean, Trap Tricks might just beat me. My hand is a bunch of hand traps that aren't going to do anything here, which is very funny. Yeah, okay. So, I want to like... Oh, hey, that's a good draw. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is... bait Ash Blossoms. This is a draw of souls, but I don't think it matters. Okay, so now I want to bait a Gravedigger's Trap Hole. There's an effect in hand that will trigger Gravedigger's Trap Hole. If they have a Gravedigger's Trap Hole, I want them to use it on this and not souls, because that would stop me from getting a body on field. Now, if they have like an Imperm or an Ash Blossom or something, I want them to use it on Quick Fix, because I already have Big Red in hand. Okay, this doesn't matter. You can such summon one Trap Tricks monster. Yeah, I don't think this should matter, right? It's just like a card that defends their back row, which I don't think I'm going to care about too much here. And well, it's my Ash Blossoming, and that would be a Maxi. They could have a Maxi. I don't think they do based on their prompts, but yeah. Alright, one trap trigger monster, especially someone that target in defense position. Oh, that matters. This guy does a thing, right? This is just summon a bunch of guys. Okay. Oh no, they just set Gravedigger's Trap Hole, which doesn't do anything. Because they can't activate it this turn. Okay, yeah, this doesn't matter. So there's only got one more interaction. Glossy Double Helix. Hey man, I went through a bunch of Glossy Double Helixes. I know how it feels. Alright, so now I want them, if this is like another, like this is a... Alright, looks like they don't have anything, so I'm just going to add this because I can draw off of it. And if they have another if they have two Gravediggers, then okay. I have this big red, which does combo. This guy's normal summon, blah blah blah. Oh, this is only a normal summon. Okay, yeah, this doesn't do anything. Alright, we're good. At this point, I'm just doing spiral stuff, really. Like, the yummy stuff isn't even relevant here. This is just spiral beats trap tricks sometimes. Sure, dude. I'm probably going to discard this big red just so I have... Oh, that doesn't matter. Yeah. We're just going to go Nightmare Phoenix here. Master Plan. Discard this Perulia. Obviously, this doesn't do anything. Unless this is Waking the Dragon, I'm good to go. Trap all spikes. An opponent monster was normal summon that... Okay, well, that's a terrible card. You should not be playing that card. I'm in fucking Platinum. What should I expect, right? This game is very over. I just gotta kill them now. Don't really know what more to say here. I'm just doing a generic OTK line. I'm making Access Talker, then I'm going to summon Sleeper, and I'm going to kill them. I do need more, like, guys in the graveyard for access code. I need to get the last resort so I can bust up with Sleeper, so I need to, like, technically do this shit even though it's a waste of time. But what I can do is just get Super Agent now. I don't want to, like, you know, rub it in on my opponent that their deck sucks and I'm winning, but... Let's just do this shit. Call monster, it's probably a trap. Okay, well, whatever. Call monster, get my last resort. Alright, so now I can pop all their stuff. Alright, I don't even need to summon Sleeper here, actually. I can just pop and kill. We're good to go. And we kill! I'm speaking up on the mentally incapable of playing Master Duel people. Pet deckers with bad versions of pet decks. Gotta like the last set to play around Gores. Yeah, if they're playing Gores in their Trap Tricks deck, good god. I technically should summon Sleepy there just in case they're playing some dumb card that like summons from the hand, like Mahama or some crap, but I don't know. I gotta leave the last set because I knew what it was and they couldn't activate it because I said it that turn. Alright, so here's just the Cupsy combo. But I've got Big Red Master Plan in hand. So if I can discard this Master Plan and then Big Red her off of Cupsy Yummy Way. I do lose my surprise, but I might not even need. I might be able to Marshmallow back my surprise actually, because now I can get Marshmallow and Cookie. I can discard Master Plan and Big Raider, so I don't need to go through all that other stuff. I don't need Minion here. I don't think. So we're gonna just go ahead and do this. Not getting Minion's a little awkward because I can't, like, recycle, but I don't think it matters. Oh, I should have gone Linkuriboh Snatchy because I need the fucking down arrow again. I keep forgetting that. I don't think it's gonna matter too much though. Do I have three? I don't have 3 spells, so what I need to do is special summon Master Plan. Then Assault Mission and Quick Fix here. That'll get me. I'm just not gonna have enough spells. Go ahead and do this. I know how to get around this. We can just revive this guy later. Now we just make Nightmare Phoenix using you two. And now I can go get Magician Souls. Magician Souls draw 2 off of Assault and Big Red, and then I can make Celine. We are good to go. Woo! I figured it out. And I gotta keep my Yummy Surprise. This is not easy to play, is all I'm gonna say. So even if I didn't have a rescue mission there, this would have still worked. Oh no, I don't have a 3rd spell. Fuck. Okay, I have to draw 2 and hope I draw a spell then. I messed it up a little bit. Okay, well, I drew a spell. Okay, so now this works. I think it always would have worked because I had rescue mission and I could just rescue mission instead of using the Celine. But now I'm just playing like, what's the most efficient way I can do this combo, right? So I still want to summon Drone, but I can just do that off Nightmare Goblin later. Well, I've got a rescue mission in Graveyard, so I might as well just play around that, right? I should have used Mignon. I could have like made Link Rebo, then used Mignon. Oh well. Not super important. This is the best way to get into these guys. Is the deck better against Droll now? No! Spiral will never be good against Droll because you're playing Spiral cards. I guess in the sense that you can just stop on a Yummy combo. You just like stop on Snatchy or just a Synchro 2 or something. Maybe, but, you know. Droll still ends your turn the way it used to. Alright, they got Super Volleys in there. That's worth noticing. It's something, I guess, but it's like ending on... A little awkward, but we got there. I could have kept a card in hand by using Rescue Mission. That might have been worth it. But the card in hand's just big red, so I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Always recycle drone. Yes, I cooked a Spiral variant with Yummy. I even made a video on it if you're interested. So the deck does have Super Poly, and my board does have 3 Light Monsters and 2 Dark Monsters on it, so... I fusion summon one Dracotail monster. I refuse! You may not fusion summon a Dracotail monster. You have a Droplet? Well, you can't Droplet a fucking Herald. Yes, that's 2 fusion summons gone. They had that 5 mana in their hand the whole time, so they didn't. So they didn't have enough monsters to fusion summon with because the Ash Blossom is the monster that they needed for that 5 mana. Yeah, it didn't matter really, but. I mean, you're going to see me playing the deck now, so like anything that you're going to see in that video, I'm kind of doing here already, alright? Though that was like a very weird situation where I was like, oh, I've got Master Plan in hand and Cupsy and blah blah blah, so I can do this and this and this. It's you know, there are linear 1-card combo lines. Any 1-card combo tends to be linear. But at the end of the day, like when you're actually playing the deck and you have all these like interstitial plays you could make, these like these decisions you have to make based on the cards you drew. That's always weird with Spiral, which is the part of the fun of the deck, I guess. Fusing into Herald is off for them anyways. Yeah, so like I was negating that, and if they did something else, I was chaining a Bawaku to summon back Herald, which would then establish the Floodgate. Ryan by Mina, there's me both do almost nothing. Yeah, I mean, by Mina, if they had enough guys in hand, would get Arthalion bounces on my board, I guess, but you know, that's really bad into Yummy. That's like one of the things that, like, that's why Yummy is kind of good in the format against Draco Tail, is like when they try to Arthalion bounce your board as like a board breaker, you just, you know, you get to chain your guy and get more bodies. Oh, I win the coin flip and they're not going to connect, of course. Can't chain block Arthalion? Yeah, I guess, but at that point I didn't have any more negates, so I guess it wouldn't matter if they could chain block Arthalion. They just get in, they go neg 5, yeah. The Herald's really good into Draco Tail, or Yummy going first is really good into what Draco Tail does, unless Draco Tail, like, immediately 5 minutes you and fucks you up. Can you run the deck around 40 to 45 cards? You can get kind of close. I can show you like a version of that after this game. Okay, so we're kind of in that same situation before. I'm just gonna normal summon quick fix to bait any kind of Ash Blossoms or. Alright, they got nothing. Sick. So I'm just gonna do Spiral combo. I'm just gonna draw one off this Fire Resort. Actually, I'm gonna do Yummy combo now. I've already got Big Red for Master Plan, so I can just use that to make Celine. Yep, we're good. This is the combo in my videos, obviously. Or in my video. It's the last combo, like the what do you do with Souls and Quick Fix? Well, here you go. And Cupsy Yummy Way naturally discards Master Plan, which is fun. Cookie and Marshmallow. I've already got Cookie in hand, or Cupsy and Marshmallow. I've got Cookie in hand. I've got like 2 different kinds of extension here, which is incredible. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn this prompt off so I'm not constantly getting annoyed by it. Cupsy gets Surprise. Might get a live play just so I can instantly click Surprise in that situation. Alright, so now we're going to do Link Kribo again because I need the Snatchy. Do it in reverse order, so. Do not use it here because it's negated. Starham. I'm actually just going to discard this cookie. This cookie is an extra body, but I don't need it. My combo works without it. I've already got an extra body in Super Agent, so. Just get him in the graveyard, I guess. Now we can get Mignon without having to link lock ourselves. We'll summon Herald on the far right so it doesn't mess up our zones. Then you summon Snatchy. Do not use Snatchy's effect. This turns on Minion. Minion summon back. Yummy was hit on release. They put Marshmallow to 2, Herald to 1, and Snatchy to 2. And they banned Obedient Skull, which is like the best card in the pure version. There's the non-zero chance that Herald eventually gets banned, and that does completely collapse the synergies of the deck. Okay, yeah, they get what's going on here. Alright, so someone asked if, like, what would a 40 to 45 card version look like, and it's going to be pretty sparse on non-engine, but you would just cut all... Oop, no, not you. You would cut all this shit. All this, all these probably. You have to run 2 big reds, but you can try to get away with 1 master plan, 1 surprise, and then you trim the cookies and the lollies. Something like this. If you want to get down to 40, you can go like something like that. Like less Magician Souls copy because you're running a lower amount of cards. Yeah, so this would be like a 40 card version of the deck. Less Yummy cards, so less extenders. Less souls, so less extenders, but like, you know. You still got your Maxi, your Ash, and your Call By and whatnot. When you're on 49 souls is a lot, true, obviously, but you kind of want to run double Illusion of Chaos just for like Herald ads and Awaku discards. But it's kind of awkward because you want to run Prep Rights because there's spell cards you can discard and draw with. So there's a little bit of tension there. Yeah, this would be close to what it would look like if I was just guessing. And like I said, you know, if you want to go up to 45, you can throw in a little non-engine, throw in a couple more preparation of rights or something. If you want to get to 45. Not that many bricks. Well, you know, it's Spiral. It's still 1, 2, 3, 4, conditional 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bricks plus hand traps. You know, it's still Spiral. But yeah, you do have to run 2 big red for the quick fix 1 card combo though, so don't cut a second big. Normally you can cut the second big red, do not. I mean, I guess even with 1 big red, the quick fix 1 card combo still works. Because you could just technically just waste your surprise, and then that would turn on Celine. But that's not advisable. Also, you just need cards to add sometimes. Alright, so I can open Fire Resort to pay Ash, because I've got Mission. Looks like I got a Maxi or a Fua or something, so we'll see how this plays out. Sick. Alright. Troll? It is Droll. Okay, now we're going to see how well this deck plays in Droll, I guess. I can't Fua or Maxi me now, so we're going to do this. I can't do anything but Yummy, so I'm going to do every bit of Yummy I can. This just doesn't do anything, right? I can't get to Cupsy. Like if I go Link Kribo, Cupsy Yummy away, I end up with no Yummies in graveyard that I can tag out into. I don't even have a Snatchy in line, so yeah. If I had a Yummy in hand, it would work, but I don't. So we're just in it on Little Night Pass, baby. I got 2 hand traps, so you know. I'm going to set this rescue mission so I can get my quick fix back. Fire Resort will put souls back in deck, obviously. I'd love to draw souls next turn. Yeah, you got Little Knight, we got Maxi, we got Ash Blossom. It's just what, you know, Droll gets us. They've got stuff they can do in draw phase. That's interesting. Might just be like a Yummy surprise or something if the guy's on Yummy too. Who knows? Oh, it's Odeon, sure. I mean, I guess you have to, like, there's no other good Ash target in this fucking deck, so you gotta Ash it. And now I've wasted my Maxi. Ugh. Joke on me, it's Odeon? Yeah, you're right. Joke on me. That's it? Is their hand just hand traps? Maybe it is. Cool. Do you have another Maxi? Another Droll? Another fucking... Oh, they have a trap card, so it could obviously be anything, so... Yeah, great. you know... that's just how it is. So I was gonna call trap there with my super agent. Damn, that's a good fucking page, ain't it? Ooh, this is gold and platinum though, so what am I bragging about? Yeah, it's just fucking. They just drew a handful of fucking Fool losses and shit. Maxis and Fool losses and crap. It's probably Fool loss because they couldn't activate it on. They had prompts on my turn in standby, so it's probably Maxi, but they drolled me. So then their Maxi couldn't draw a card off my Souls and Little Knight. So their hand was just garbage. It was just nothing. Yeah, well, that's how it is. And they're running Retaliating Sea. This is another reason you can't cut Little Knight right now, because people are just going to be running a lot of Retaliating Sea because of Dracotail, so... There's a thing I mentioned in the video where, like, you could run the Lioness, so, you know, double Souls sometimes gets you to combo. But I don't think it's worth cutting Little Knight. And even if, like, you draw double Souls, you can still just do Yummy combo at the end of the day. Like, you don't get your Spiral stuff, but it's fine. Alright, this hand does it. Because I hard drew Mignon, funnily enough. So we're going to open Preparation Rites to play around an Ash Blossom. Alright, nothing? Okay, so we're going to use our normal summon on Lollipo here. I'm going to do Link Kribo, right? Yeah. We're going to Mignon. Then we're going to Cup CM away. Add you. And, I mean, I don't even need Marshmallow right now because I already went through Mignon. So I just get Cookie. I could draw off Marshmallow by sending a Croaky, and then shuffle back a Croaky. That'd give me an extra draw, but I'd rather have the pop. Yeah. Then we just card Illusion of Chaos. Special Summon Cupsy. Get Surprise. Summon Cookie. Do I need the down arrow here? I don't think so. I need the space open for my Celine, so we're gonna go Snatchy now. Do not use this effect. Lipo WA. Alright, so now I'm going to summon souls to draw 2 before I discard. Off of Starham. My opponent doesn't have any hand traps, so I might as well draw off of this talents, right? If I draw a mission, I'd like to discard it. Oh, I drew a Marshmallow. Funny. Speaking of, that means I can actually, Starham. I can actually discard the Surprise for free, because I'm just going to add it back with Marshmallow now, because I already got through the field spell. So now we go into Herald. My opponent has no hand trap, so I'm just going to keep playing like they don't. Oh, I actually can't Marshmallow because I don't have... I'm dumb because I have Magician Souls on the field. Stupid me. So I just threw away my Surprise for nothing. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I need to discard this Marshmallow at some point so I could... I don't know. Well, I have made a mistake, everyone, and I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a big mistake, too. That was a huge mistake. Whoops. Alright, well, here we are. Drawing that Marshmallow screwed me up. I could just discard this Fua loss. Now I gotta do stupid stuff here. Ugh. I played this really poorly. I played this very poorly. For a million obvious reasons. I thought I was gonna have another body. Oh, I shouldn't have even gone through Celine first. I needed to go through, like... I fucked this up a million different ways, dude. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, so what I can do now... How do I salvage this is what I need to think about right now. If I didn't discard my Surprise, I could just use that to get back my fucking yummies, but I've already fucked it up. Okay, so we're just not going to end on Allied Kotucker, because I fucked that up. But then how do I get another fucking Spiral name on the field? Ah, here we go. We're going to use Starham. Okay, so now I can make you, and you give me an arrow for double helix. Ugh. This was very badly played, is all I'm going to say. But even with this, I don't have the fucking zones, because now my allied Kotaker is gonna have nowhere to go. I just blind call now. Great. I have to do something very stupid, but we're gonna do it anyhow. So you go. So this ally Kotaker is not going to do anything at first. Because I've messed up my zones, but it can eventually because I'm going to rescue mission back this double agent, or this double helix that I can then use on ally Kotaker once I've cleared my board a little bit. It's kind of the same board, minus the surprise that I threw away. Basically, I need to use my Herald effects first, which I don't usually want to do. I should have also swapped these two zones, I think. I know they got one dead card, which is an Ash Blossom, so that's something. They can Ash Blossom here, but what do I care? Alright, so now I can banish a Baoku, discard this guy. Special summon back my Herald. And now I can rescue back my double helix, which turns on my allied Kotaker. Ugh, I messed up, and I recovered from my mess up pretty well. If they go to battle attack my Herald, I'd happily pop with Sleeper. I'm actually going to rescue mission back Quick Fix and then Link Reboot, and that would defend my Herald and give me a negate? I don't know. I don't trust what they're doing. That's not going to kill my guy, but I just don't trust it because they might have like a card that buffs it. They're attacking my Yummy, you know, that's just weird. Goodbye, Abawaku. She goes to the graveyard. I've never seen that before. Nice Ash Blossom. Ooh, sometimes you mess up, but sometimes it doesn't matter because the deck is too good. I think they're just stalling me now. They're like, oh, he activated an ability before trying to kill me, but like I only have 7,600 damage on board. I have to do more. I have to actually kill them. Alright, everyone, we're just gonna sit here and wait because they're upset that I played Yummy and Spiral together against them. Ugh, how rude. This is one of the worst things. Okay, alright, thank you, asshole. Alright, so I need to... I'll go lethal on them without losing my negates. Actually kind of awkward. I guess I should go Axis Code Talker using 2, 3, 4. And this is lethal. The rest of the 300 attack Axis Code Talker. Don't see that very often. Climbing pretty fast. I have not lost a game yet. I know I'm in the dregs, the bad player section, but not losing at all is good. It's a good sign. I am going to break eventually. Yeah, I forgot Marshmallow is kind of like the worst Yummy in some situations because you can't summon it once you've already done Spiral stuff. You kind of always have to lead with Marshmallow, but, you know, it's the one that can, like, recycle spells, so it's a little better than, like, Lollipo, obviously. Or Cookie, who doesn't do anything going first. Alright, well. Zan does stuff. Obviously, Quick Fix is one card combo, but if they stop that, I've got Drone Agent, and this is not doing much, but going second, got talents. Can't become mad about that. AI Infinity, okay. Maybe a Cyber Slot player? Nope, U-Bell Slop, alright. I'm not sure I'm beating a U-Bell combo, to be honest. You know, once they do stuff, they win, and I didn't draw any of my, hey, you draw me a million cards when you summon stuff, guys, so... Ooh, and they're doing Fiend Slop. Alright, it's pure Fiend Slop. Sit back and enjoy losing. Yeah, one of the downsides of cutting Droplet, because it is Yummy format, and I was expecting to see more Heralds, is it's obviously a lot worse playing into this stuff. Like, if I had a fucking Droplet here, that'd be incredible, right? Discarding Rescue Mission, a spell card, and a monster card. I could, like, Blind Fire Super Agent and try to pop their back row, and then when they go to negate it, I can chain Droplets or something. Oh well. Eventually I was going to run to someone who's like me, playing combo slop in low ranks. And they were going to combo slop me. Hello, Aerator. Send one new bell card from deck to the graveyard. Yep. Oh, this is going to get an Imperm. I'd like to see that. That means the last card in their hand is probably another, like, Imperm-like effect. And here we go, Tribute into your bell. Yeah, this guy's level 1. You should have done this earlier, buddy, so you could play around Nib before you committed to your Ubel plays. Or you can go into Moon after you've already done Fiendsmith combo. Oh, okay, use Tract, I guess. They're on Rex? Oh, it's just Desiree, okay, yeah. Sure, sure, sure. Okay, so now Super Agent's going to try to pop that, assuming they don't have another back row. But I mean, they've got the full U-Bell setup, right? So that means they're going to get to the Unchained stuff and potentially even Varudrus. So I'm deep in it. I'm in the shit. Yep. Yes, they got a monster negate that also like does other things for them, and they've got an Omni negate, and they're gonna have a quick effect link into Little Knight or whatever, and then they're gonna have whatever their last card in hand that we didn't know about is, which better than Imperm, so it's another hand trap. Maybe Maxi. Well, they had to link off this guy. I feel like they didn't have to do that. Oh, they could just fuse another one. It's fucking semi-limited, so they could just fusion from Graveyard for another one, yeah. Not relevant. You bell and scummy. Look, some people got pet decks like me. I'm playing Spiral, you know. This hand is like, I could have drawn this hand any year's Master Duel's been legal, you know? Any year since Master Duel's been out, this could be a hand I draw. So I can't complain about someone having a pet deck which is U-Bell. Like some the trap, obviously. They have a way to get a little 6 on board so they can go Caesar? That's kind of what I'm worried about here. Sure, Muckraker. Yeah, there's the Varudrus I was worried about, so yeah, 2 negates. And they're going to be able to... Yeah, they got the quick link. But it's all on the board because they're discarding a card, right? Yep. Okay, so everything's on the board, so if I draw a way to win this, it's on the board, right? But I think I just don't think I can. that's the downside here. If I draw Souls, maybe? Nope, you do not do shit. Does this target... You can target... Okay, this targets, so... If I play Spy Resort and they don't negate, I have a chance. Yeah, I just don't think I can do it here. So, if I talents here, do they know? Okay, they know. Okay, so let's say I summon Super Agent, go to battle. This guy stops me, right? So we have to like just commit to double Helix here. Wish I had a Yummy. Sure. I wish they didn't use Desiree. Vergis would have been nicer, but... Now they can do this guy into Little Knight. Okay, so now... Talents is online. They have no negates. So if I steal this guy, do I have a play? I don't think so, right? I can discard rescue mission, rescue back drone. That doesn't do anything. If I had 2 discards, I could. Oh! I can equip drone, discard rescue, take the guy. Rescue back Super Agent. I don't have a discard, though. That's my problem. So if I discard rescue, take this guy... Just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. I can make a Bawaku if I take their guy and discard rescue. But that also doesn't do anything. It would clear some of their board. Okay, I just gotta draw 2. Alright, that was a good draw. Now I can do Yummy Kondo. Oh, but now they can, if they're smart, they won't let me draw here. But I can last resort equip and then summon the master plan off rescue mission, so we're good. So even if they can Little Knight me though. Damn it! Oh, it's just not enough. Oh, I can Yummy Surprise here. Because they're gonna Little Knight me, but... Oh, but now they're gonna Little Knight my fucking drone. I don't have a way to get another body on the board. Damn it! I forgot. Little Knight, you asshole! My Spire Resort was negated, so I can't like stop. Desiree stopping my Spire Resort. I should have Yummy surprised Spire Resort and then added Spire Resort, then played it, and then I could have protected my drone and I would have won. Damn it! I could have won this game because if I Yummy Surprise first, add Spire Resort to hand, play Spire Resort, activate it or whatever, then they can't fucking Little Knight my drone, and I could equip Last Resort, send rescue, rescue back Master Plan. I know their top card. I could have won this game. Well, they would still have Little Knight, but they still can't target my guys, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I could have won this game. I could have won this game solely off of the fucking interaction of Yummy Surprise. Damn it. Okay, well, I lose. I could have won that game if I played it better. I wasn't thinking. I was so excited to see souls and thinking, oh, they won't Little Knight my souls. Yeah, they will. Damn. Alright, so... Honestly, I didn't even have to summon souls there, right? I could have just sent it to Graveyard with Master Plan and then sent Rescue off of Last Resort. I messed that up by summoning souls. Yeah. take Desiree and negate the Unchained Link? They already used Desiree. Didn't they? They didn't negate themselves? If you maxi me too. Alright, you're an I guess it's just Fua loss. I just like normal summon Marshmallow here. Go into Snatchy. I give them 2 draws basically. So Mignon doesn't really do anything on their turn, so I might as well just draw a card here. And they drew another hand trap, of course. Yeah. Do you need to play both Yummy Field Skills? You don't have to play a Croaky, but I suggest you do. I think it, without it, the Yummy's part of the board is really anemic. And I can't really play Cookie. I'm gonna have to like summon Yummy Way and then discard Cookie when I add 2 off Yummy Way later. Because yeah. I can surprise bounce 2 here, which is good. I need to chain this to Ritual, because when I summon back Lollipop, I want to send the things they send off Ritual. Okay, well, I'm going to have Maxi at some point here, so that's fine. I'm going to have Droll here. This guy, like, Fluid and Maxi me. You're a piece of shit. You Maidenless, yeah. Oh, if he only negated Resort, then that was my bad, I guess. Because I could have taken their guy. But then... And then negated the dude, but... They should have negated their own Desiree. That's how you normally play the card. I guess I wasn't paying attention to that. I'll have to get owned by Maxi, which sucks, but here we are. Add your fucking ritual, dude. Or they'll fucking concede because they can't imagine beating a fucking Synchro 2, sure. So yeah, if my opponent did not negate their own Desiree like they're supposed to, then I could have taken their Desiree, negated their guy, and then full comboed, obviously, but... I was assuming they did. But no, I couldn't full combo then, because, like, I didn't have another way to do anything. Alright, so you have to leave with Marshmallow, otherwise you can't ever summon his dumbass. Am I getting a max seed again? Might be Fualos. 55 card deck. Oh, I normal summon. It's a special summoning. God damn it. Because I didn't have the Link 1. I'm dumb. Alright, so we're going to make Snatchy first here, because just in case they have a Maxi. Buddy, that is a very dumb idea. Wait. Yeah, I can just chain it, I guess, so they don't get the other stuff. Do they have another effect failure? Okay, nope. Alright, so the only one I haven't used is... I've got Cookie, so I might as well get Lollipo. Well, no, I want another Marshmallow. Well, I've used its effect, but I can summon it back later. Discard for Willows. I've wasted my normal summon, but that's fine. Don't care. They've got something else, but I don't know what it is. 55 card slot, though, so it could be fucking idiot. I'm kind of missing a discard here. I've already got Magician Soul, so what I can do is... I can Starham, discard Surprise, and then bring back Surprise, so I don't need Mignon. Or discard Last Resort. Whatever. So the important thing is I need to do Magician's Souls before I Herald of Arclight. I don't have 3 spells, though. I can just link off the Herald, too. It's like, they got whatever they got, I don't know what it is. It doesn't seem like it's much. Okay. Maybe it was a nib? I don't know. I was going to link off the Herald, but once they see the nib, they're like, I'm done playing. It's probably a nib. Yeah, I accidentally did not special summon my fucking cookie. I just normal summoned it. Very funny. So I'm supposed to link off the Marshmallow and then summon Cookie. Interesting. Is this the kind of hand I was talking about before? What the fuck? Discard 1 card, and if you do, add 2 self-core pinnacle monsters with different scales from your hand again. Then you can special summon 1 self-core monster from your hand. Anyway, you can take physical summon. Okay, well, whatever. I'd like to draw more cards here, so. Okay, so before they start like going to link ones and then making yummy combo or whatever, I'm just gonna do this now. To get some draws, you know. It's obviously not ending on this. Like, there's a chance I go to a link one and start summoning yummies, because I know you can play self-cord yummy. Not sure it's good or anything, but, you know. Maybe it's pure self-accord. They just, like, end on one fusion monster. Now I'm drawing 1 card, but it's more than Fuelless is going to get me otherwise. So all these cards just kind of summon each other and then add cards. It's just typical modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Each card summon, add a card, summon, add a card. Special summon, blah blah blah. And this is like technically fucking yummy combo if they want it to be. Yay! Draw. Okay, deck. It's a 60-card deck, and I'm on all 9 copies, admittedly, but still. Stop it. Stop it. Ah, they're gonna droll me. Okay, well now my hand does jack shit. And my hand is turbo ass. What if you play Self-Accord Spiral? They got a 0 scale, so you can actually summon Quick Fix. Needed that draw cross-out target. Well, I'm going second, so I can't cross-out draw, but, you know. Here we are. Ain't this the life. So, I mean, I do have Yummy combo. I can go Summon Souls, normal Summon Souls, Yummy, but... And if they do anything, it doesn't do anything, so I'm not that excited about the idea. It looks like this deck probably plays well under draw, because, like, they're just doing everything at this point. I'm not sure what more they have to do, but they can't do a Yummy combo at this point because Yeah, okay, so it's just pure link slop now. So blah blah blah. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card, you can special summon the self card, blah blah blah. And if you do negate the activation, then you can add. Okay, so this is just an Omni negate, and this is it's Little Knight, obviously. Best draw in my deck, obviously. Oof, boy, thank you. Okay, well. I don't want to Little Knight this card away until it gets negate, so I get to draw 2 here. Or try to draw 2, and they can negate it. And I can try to do yummy stuff. Okay, yeah. But then the yummy stuff just loses to Little Knight. So I'm going to do Linkuriboh first. Don't masquerade at me. But I can't tag out into a yummy or anything once I do Little Knight this. So once I do this, the yummy's going to be straight into my hand. I guess I can get Marshmallow, though. Marshmallow can summon itself. But then Little Knight will actually fucking own my ass. I can chain Linkuriboh, though. Oh, Gorga Blaga Blah. Oh, right. Huh. I mean, they got Sulfur Card monsters in their hands, so they're going to be able to combo me here. And I don't have a Yummy in graveyard. If I had drawn a Yummy name, obviously this goes fucking insane, but... Maybe I should have gotten a Croaky, because a Croaky could maybe do something, but even then... Yeah, I'm dead. Whatever. They had Droll. I always lose to Droll, so it's fine. I guess if I had gone first, I could end on a Yummy combo and cross out the Droll. That's how that hand would have worked, but yeah. Gorgon of Zilphonia. Another negate. Oh well. The win streak I was on was unsustainable. Sometimes they go first to beat you. It's just what happens. Like I said, this format's all about when you're going second resolving those Mulch Armies or Maxi or whatever. Place it in the extra monster zone? I guess you're right, yeah, but they would have then been able to just Little Knight me, so I don't know. Doesn't seem like it matters. Okay, so my hand doesn't do anything, so I don't want to Maxi them in standby. I need to get a draw for this, so I need to actually chain it. But of course, they're going to have the Ash Blossom or the Call by the Grave or the Crossout. They always do. And if they do, I'm going to concede. Yeah. Okay, my hand doesn't do anything, and they got full Rizio combo. That's good. We don't have to sit here and wait. I do Sleeper Master Plan. I do Sleeper 2 games in a row. Classic. Okay, so this does do it. It's just bad. I drew Sleeper 3 games in a row, actually. I want to just make this clear to everyone. I've drawn Sleeper 3 games in a row. So I guess I open Link Kribo, because then I'd like to snatch you if I get stopped afterwards, but I don't need... Oh, I didn't activate Where Art Thou! Fuck me! Oh my god. I thought... Oh my god, dude. I fucking... Oh no. Why did I do that? I was supposed to activate Where Art Thou first and go get Cupsy. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm... Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I forgot to press the button first. I was like, yeah, this is basically Cupsy in my hand. Then I started thinking about what I was going to do. Then I just did it before I did step 0, which was get Cupsy in hand. What a dumb hand. What a dumb play. Okay, so this hand does combo through, like, multiple Ash Blossoms, so I'm going to open Spiral Resort. Maxi again. They got Labyrinth sleeves on, so maybe it's like a freaking Chandra like or Chandra or whatever. Alright, so this is good. There was no risk there. That was just me playing bad. But yeah, it is risky in general. Alright, so you always open Soul so that if they try to imperm you when you normal summon Quick Fix, it's very funny. Something they can activate at any time, and it doesn't look like it's a maxi. Could be a Fua loss, because nothing I've done is Fua lossable. Alright, they let me draw into Call of the Grave and Mignon Hard Draw. That's cool. This is why I added the second big red, so I could discard it, just in case my draws were good. And they were. Okay, I'm conceding. I've seen the yummy cards. So the nice thing about that hand was I could hold big red until after my opponent tries something on my Cupsy stuff, and then I could just big red master plan. But they also, like, they let me draw 2 cards, and I just drew Call by the Grave. So that's always funny. My hand is not redundant, so I'm just gonna max... My hand has combos, so I'm just gonna maxi now before... Just in case they have talents or something. Okay. Going first Mikanko is interesting. I guess there's Assault is still legal. Is it Huli Pass? Huli add a trap pass? That's something. The trap's actually kind of annoying. It's like a snatch deal. Nope, they're summoning. Okay, they're doing more. Wait, does this summon? It sends a guy to the graveyard, then you can special blah blah blah. Oh no, it just sends a guy. Then you can set. Oh, they're playing fucking Mikanko Trap Turbo. Okay, they got 2 traps now. I'm actually pretty weak to this. Maxi has done nothing here. So I got Spirit Walk, which is target one face up, blah blah blah. This They have 3 back row. I'm kind of fucked here, I think. I'm gonna activate this just to have it activated. Just in case something weird happens and, like, it triggers. I think I'm in trouble, though. I mean, they can't kill me, right? They're my Conko. But I just summoned a bunch of guys with 0 attack. Let me look at their cards. So their cards are Spirit Walk, which is target face-up hostage your opponent controls. Equip that face-up monster to 1 Makonko monster you control as an equip spell. So this is just a get rid of your card. Then this card is Snatch Steal. Control Makonko, target 1 face-up monster, equip with 1 equip stuff. This is a Snatch Steal, but they don't have enough zones in the. Oh, these cards will clear their own zones. Okay, so. So I think I make Link Kuribo first. This talent is never going to be online either. Okay, so let me get this far, which is good for me. Because now I can tag out. I can chain block. Gonna call by my yummies. But that's fine. I can just wait to see if they do anything else. Because I have... I could chain Surprise here. Is this up to 2? It's up to 2. Okay, yeah, but that's fine. Also didn't get called by the grave, which is good for me. So we get Cookie and Marshmallow here. I don't need to chain this yet. This is never going to trigger. I could have chained Yummy Surprise and then Marshmallowed it back, I guess, but I don't think that matters. I'm going to leave Yummy in the graveyard. Cookie in the graveyard. No, I just want to get Surprise back. So, like, this is target. You can target. Okay, that does target, so. What I want to do now is this. Should have left Snatchy in the deck. They have 2 effects. I can Little Knight, banish 1. My problem is I can't get the Master Plan without making Celine now. I think I messed this up a little bit. There was a way to play around this stuff. Okay, they let me go way too far now. My problem is I'm gonna run out of time now. Do I have enough Spiral names in Graveyard to like just summon Sleeper and access Good Talker? No. I've used my normal summon too, crap. So we're just going to end up grabbing some cards. For next turn, I'm going to Little Knight some stuff here. Yeah, time limit's a big deal in this deck. I spent too much time thinking, because going second's hard sometimes. Ugh. Yeah, just running out of time. Maybe they can't kill me if I, like, Little Knight banish my own stuff. Now, if they're doing the Soul Day stuff, I do lose. Okay, they're not even. They're just doing actual Makongo stuff. So I'm not sure if this card can kill me. Okay. Oh, this is an OTK line? Wow, I did not know this how this deck worked. Okay, that's funny. Alright, yeah. So yeah, that was a winnable game, but I ran out of time because I'm just not used to the deck. If I'd been playing this deck for a month, I'd probably win that game. Because frankly, I could just make Axis Kotaker and like clear their back row and their Huli, and then they just top deck nothing. Lose to a Little Knight. They let me go a little too far too, but yeah. Right, well, this is combo if they have nothing, and if they do have something, I lose. I keep drawing this asshole. Stop, stop. I play 60 cards so I don't draw you, Sleeper. Stop it. Well, you know, we do have a quick fix 1-card combo, but it doesn't do anything into hand traps, so... Oh, they got something I lose. Yeah, I just saw that they could OTK me Chromium. Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah, this deck's hard to play. But that's like the fun of it, right? Learning it. Hopefully it's just an imperm. They imperm me now. Dude, why? I just don't want to play through this, dude. You win it, you max seed me, I lose, whatever. It's just not fun. It's just not fun playing the game under maxi. I'm just not going to bother with it. I could maybe like sit there and maybe hope my opponent bricks or something. I don't know. It's just not fun. I probably should have changed Surprise to that original Call by the Grave in that Makonko game. Brunded, okay. Alright, here comes the Brain Infusion Turbo. They figured out a way to get to Brain Infusion. They put Retribution in the graveyard, now just got a bin Brain Infusion. There we go, they've done it. Oh, they opened this card anyhow. This just searches Brain Infusion, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, I know they got Mercurier in hand, right? So they had the Monster Negate. Gasp! They have Brain Infusion. We're in like freaking Platinum 3. Why does this fucking Royal Branded Fusion player have... This person who clearly plays Branded too much have fucking... I guess it's early enough in the season that this is how it is. This card's huge, so you can fuse them one level lower or blah 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 blah. Grass, nice loser. I'm also on 60 cards. Get owned. I've mildly affected your draw in such a way that doesn't matter because you just used it as a discard. Interesting. Back row. Alright. There's the branded in red or something else. This card's very annoying. There's banishment, which does even more. Okay. Not the worst draw, to be honest. Alright, so I know they got Mercurier in hand, so they do have a monster negate to have to worry about, so let's open up with Marshmallow. Yummy. Alright, so I want to go Link Reba first, because I don't want to expose Snatchy to Mirror Jade. Well, let me go this far, huh? I guess I'll just go... They have the monster negate, though. So I can go Cookie to force the monster negate, then tag out. Seems good. This would have banished one of my guys, probably Cookie, so I don't get the pop, but that's fine. And now they can Okay, this is also fine. I haven't even normal summoned yet, so we're doing pretty good. So he has to choose either I get the pop or I get the search off Marshmallow now, because they've both been summoned by a Synchro monster. Which one do they not want to happen? Okay, I don't want the search. Now I can trigger Cookie. Once per chain, if a blah blah blah. Okay, so this is really annoying. This is actually super fucking annoying. This is 3 negates. Negate that activation. It doesn't destroy it, though. Oh, it's only got one more negate. Okay, that's cool. So now I can special summon souls. Said master plan. Forces them to negate that. And now I can't negate again. So now I activate Super Agent. Call monster. Oh, I can negate again. Okay. It's attack or defense. Or is this thing just always train, even though it doesn't have 1,000 attack? Okay. Okay, well, I have to summon Quick Fix. Oh, they can't chain anything anymore. They can't chain anything anymore. They can't negate anything I do because this guy chain blocks everything. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Oh, I didn't destroy it. Oh, I didn't think it mattered. I thought it was my guy was getting negated. Oh well, whatever. I don't know what this last card is, though. That's the problem. But it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. I got the surprise, so I can go ahead and use this guy's material. So I can just surprise him back if I need a yummy name. Man, the yummy cards really paid off on this turn, didn't it? I may have missed my fucking super agent, but I'm glad I didn't destroy it. Now they're fucking perma chain blocked. All of my cards are chain blocked. I'm happy to spend the rest of the duel watching this guy be an idiot, because it just means I get to win the game. Don't really need anything else. This game's just over. The yummy cards were insane here. We can all agree that. The yummy cards basically won this game by just doing so much. There are 3 spell cards in rotation for obvious reasons. They played spells on their turn. I mean, I could have played through the extra Mercurier, obviously. I have the extension and stuff for it. It's just funny that this has chain blocked me so well. When seconded a Brunded and won. Cool. So yeah, it turns out giving this guy minus attack was the better move because it forces him to stay on the field, triggering his effect. Yeah, like, unless you can super poly this guy away to get him off your board, which he could have done with his own guys, right? You could have fused into some of these too. You just never did? I don't know. I already know there's a spell on top of their deck, so I don't even need to use summon this drone. This card does elongate the fucking game, though, doesn't it? Just everything's a chain link, too. Just gotta kill him now. I got enough names in the graveyard. Yeah, we could just go Access Go Tucker and murder this dude. Let's do this first. Oh no, your guy triggers. Just in case. I don't think it's going to be relevant, but I don't know. Maybe they could summon a guy who can't be destroyed by battle or something after I attack with my Access Code Talker. I want to attack directly. I don't know. Oh, I forgot they added this card. With this card, you can special summon this card from your hand. You do get that attack, and if you control a fusion monster, okay, well, I'll have to just stop them on my next turn, I guess. Ugh, what an asshole. I could have summoned more bodies and won this game. I was just being lazy. Whatever, I'm just gonna make a fucking... I'll just make a Herald on top of everything else and blah blah blah. Forced me to play more than I wanted to. I know the last card in their hand's fucking Mercurier, so I just need to make sure I have a negate. I've only got one yummy name in Graveyard? Huh. Guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, it's only... it does... okay, well, whatever. We'll just do this. I would have, like, stacked their deck and stuff with Drone if I had known. I didn't know, I just forgot. That's all. There, now I have an Omni Negate and a Sleeper. Oh, right, they have fucking Mirror Jade effect. Damn it. Ugh, I hate this game sometimes. I'm gonna lose this fucking game because I forgot about the goddamn idiot who does the fucking... I could have set up an Omni Negate before attacking and fucking stopped all this shit, but now they're gonna fucking... Oh, dude, I hate this deck. I hate this shit right here, all because I was being lazy, I guess. I even wasted my Sleeper effect. Dude, this is so fucking stupid. This is why, like, this is why Appaloosa existed, so you could quickly make an Omni a negate that stops this dumb shit. But this is my fault again. I could have just made Herald the way I just did, negate that dude, and win the game. But now I'm just... okay, yeah, I'm just done. Oh my god, I fucking lost the dumbest card in the game. The fucking... And I'm normally a lot better about that, just making my Omni Negate and going, but I was like, I don't want to make this guy sit here and wait too long. It's just rude. But nope. Nope, I was stupid. Yeah, punished for not being a fucking combo loser who sits there comboing for an extra 20 minutes when the game's already won. Because the game wasn't already won. Because I get main phase 3. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, god, dude. That was such a stupid loss. Like, half of my losses today, actually more than half of my losses today, are just me being impatient or not playing quickly enough or not knowing the deck well enough, but yeah. Should have won that game, obviously. Could have just fucking heralded it. Huh. They completely just pass, huh? They clearly got a Maxi or a Molcharmy here, so that's what's going on. Let's see it. Yeah, that makes sense. How fast can I kill this guy under Molcharmy Fuolos? They got another one, too. They also have a Droll. Interesting. So now they are under Droll. Can I kill them under Droll? Maybe? I got Sleeper. Let's say I normal summon Quick Fix, 1-for-1 summon Drone. I think so. They have an Ash Blossom too? Well, either way, I'm giving them nothing because they're just drawing a Droll next turn, and they didn't have a play this turn. Looks like an Effect Veiler. And they know how Spiral Resort works. I have messed up my link zones. I just now noticed that. Not a huge deal, though. I've got 3 names no matter what, so if I get a regular Quick Fix in Graveyard. Alright, let's count. So I can do 19 plus 28 is 38, 39, 47. Then if I go into Cookie... Cookie is 16, so that's 57, 63. Then if I go into Snatchy, that's plus 1,000 and a 600. So that's another 1,600 on top of 63. That's 63 plus... I'm a little... Oh, I have Linkuriboh, though, so I could chain Linkuriboh. Do I have any... Would I have any level 1s at that point? I wouldn't have any level 1s at that point. Nope. I don't think it matters, though, because, like, even if I don't, this is just a better board. Oh, but Vignon will give me one more body. And that'll be lethal? Alright, that's a much better game to end it on. Whew. One under Droll, that was fun. I can't... The fact that they drawed themselves when I was under fucking Maxi or whatever. Like, they were going to draw 5 mana in 3 draws, so I was going to get them to 5 mana, but Oh well. That's the risk they take. Alright, let's collect our gems. You know, aside from like there was a little bad patch there where I got maxied a lot and played poorly. Yeah, it's like I won like 20 games in a row or some shit, and then I like did this little streak here where I just played badly and got maxied and stuff. Oh well. Anywho, that's a good place to stop on the day. I'll probably be back Monday. I really like Spiral Yummy so far. I think it's really good. I think it's a lot better than basically every previous iteration we've ever had of the deck. I'm kind of liking drawing Yummy names more often too, so I might even throw in the third Lollipo. But otherwise, it's been pretty good. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. See y'all Monday, generally around the same time. I would have gone up like 2 more ranks if I wasn't playing badly, so you know. Once I shake off the rust and get used to the deck, I'll have a much better win rate. Ciao.